Alright everybody, welcome to day 42 of Platinum Kaizo. Overall, I'm pretty proud of how this attempt has been going so far. Also, big thing, I don't know if you guys recalled this or not, but we actually had some difficulties with the calc. We got it figured out, and by we, I mean me. Basically all it was entirely this Pachirisu that was doing it to me. I just had to do because with how it ended up working, I basically had to get Pachirisu into the game because I had lost some progress. I didn't lose any mons. However, I did have footage of the exact IVs of the Pachirisu. So I basically just like hacked in the exact same Pachirisu that I got. Same IVs, same nature, everything. So I basically just brought that over. And from there, the way that I got it in through the Plat Kaizo hex, basically all that happened is that I just didn't do a met location, so it didn't populate over properly. So that's why we were having so many issues with that. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad, I would say. Here, real quick, let me just... Mars... There we go. Commander Mars... And then we'll just do this next one. Perfect. So far all we're doing is going to be the Route 205 trainers, Eterna Forest, and then we're also going to be doing probably... I'm going to try to do Gardenia's Gym today. Here, real quick. Going to reorganize the box a little bit. Also, take some of these. Good. Okay, and then we're just going to reorganize the box a bit. So, generally, there is a little bit of difficulty in the fact that we don't have too many mons that we can use to kind of soak up a bunch of XP right now. Like, we kind of do, but nothing that can, like, absolutely sweep through things. Like, we don't have a Delcatty or anything. Donut is already at a pretty high level, so I would like to only use it if absolutely necessary. Acorns can be decent, but he's just kind of not a good Pokemon, is kind of the issue. He's just kind of not very good. Jawbreaker, I'll probably bring that on instead of Chestnut for the moment, at least. There we go. Just to save some XP on it. I'll probably evolve Jawbreaker while I'm at it. Bubblegum, I think, can soak up a good amount of XP. Durian can soak up a little bit. Shake is probably one that I'm going to put in the box for a little bit. I think grapes will be fine for the moment. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent enough. We could potentially throw fruitcake on. It's shield dust, so that could be pretty helpful. I think I'll leave it for right now. I don't think we need it for now, at least. We'll probably use it for some other fights, but I think for now it should be okay. Okay, now let's level up a little bit. I'm gonna level up until this guy evolves. Flash Cannon, that's a negative. 26, perfect. And then Acorns, you're going to be staying. Okay. Acorn, you're gonna lead off against this first trainer. Ooh, that's another thing too. I want to buy a bunch of net balls. Perfect. Got a whole bunch of net balls. Helps for all the bugs we're going to be catching. Here we are. Okay, so jump right into it. This should be pretty simple and easy. Fire Fang should be able to absolutely mollywop this. No. God damn it, man. You are so useless, Acorns. Fire Fang to 77 to 92. What do you mean? So if this goes for like turn 1 boom and it crits us, we're fricked. Could go for Parmesan. Do we still have Bug Bite on Parmesan? That literally does 25 of 37. That's just like not even worth it. I mean, maybe we can. Maybe we can just bring it on. Get it down low and then just like save a little bit on the experience. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. Damn it. Okay, that works, I guess. was gonna say, damn it, we run into something on the one turn that, well, on the against the one time of that he's not gonna be leading off well. Okay, we're gonna just go for seed bomb. Boom, that's fine. Does literally nothing. It's gonna be going for surf. Gonna go into bubblegum. It'll do a bit. There we go. Ponyta. What's this thing gonna go for? What does this thing see highest damage with? Sees overlapping ranges with Stomp and Flame Wheel. I think we can afford to go for one move. Kind of see what it wants to go for. Just went for Flame Wheel, okay. Burn, if that crit us, we were kind of screwed, but it's whatever. Durian doesn't outspeed this, right? Durian no way outspeeds this. Yeah, no. But I mean, this thing doesn't do any damage to us anyways. So yeah, we just go into Durian. That's fine. Works for me. Goodbye, buddy. This thing has Water Pulse. It outspeeds me, and Water Pulse is 27 to 33. I do think that we are dead to crit. It's going for Water Pulse. This thing also has Dig, right? It has Stomp. Okay. Don't really want to be going for that. Parmesan, he's not really doing too much. He's just going to keep going for Water Pulse on me. I mean, it does, actually, no. Stomp actually does more. But I mean, if he goes for Stomp, that's still just not even really worth it. Do I just... I think I just risk it at this point. I think I just gotta... Let's go. That works for me. Now should be seeing random move. Kill. Should be seeing random move, right? Stomp does 11 to 13. I am at 15, so it never sees Stomp killing. Actually, it's always Water Pulse, so you know what? We just go into Acorns. Ah, freaking course, man. Just don't hit yourself. God, dude. Okay. Going to Parmesan. Drill Peck, that's fine. Literally does nothing. We just go for Rock Tomb. Could have also gone for Bide. That would have been fine. Okay. A little risky, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, what more can you really do about that? Probably could have swapped into Parmesan from there. Probably would have been better. Once I got confused, probably would have been the better option, yeah. Honestly, probably could have just gone into him instead of even risking Acorns in the first place, but what you gonna do aside from learn? Okay. This Makuhita, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to lead off with Bubblegum. That'll kill it with Confusion. Spearow will want to come in to try Pursuit me, right? Pursuit doesn't do too much, so I can just Confusion and kill that. Actually, it could bring anything in. It might even just bring in... honestly, it probably brings in... If it goes for highest damage, then it brings in Geodude to Sucker Punch. In that case, we definitely go for... yeah, in that case, we 100% just go for Magical Leaf. Yeah. We just go Magical Leaf on that. Lead off with Bubblegum. Okay, this should be pretty fine, honestly. Okay, bring this up. Fight this fella, fight this guy. Makuhita is gonna go for Fake Out, that's fine. Does a bit. One tap. Okay, it's Diglett. I just go for Magical Leaf. Spearow. Now this thing wants to go for Pursuit. We just go for Confusion. Oh. That's strange. Well, I'm not going to be doing it now, so... There. How much is Parmesan taking from this Geodude? Not a lot with anything, for that matter. We probably just go for Rock Tomb and Encore it. Split up the XP a decent bit. EQ, I mean, it does a bit. It actually kind of does a bit. There. Encore. And now we go into Durian, because this thing will definitely be able to tank. Okay, no Encore end. So boom, boom. Perfect. That works. Again, a little risky. I mean, was it even really all that risky? Was it even really all that risky? I don't know about that. I don't know. This next one. Okay, this next one shouldn't be too difficult. We don't really have the best mons for this, though. We usually like having a flying type here, and of course we don't have any. Because why would he have a flying type? Why would we ever have a flying type? I don't want to use Chestnut for this. I think Dustox, I think, would be okay. I think Dustox would be fine for this fight. So let's try it. I think Dustox is fine enough for this fight. I don't think it's particularly amazing, but I do think it's okay at the bare minimum. It's a lot of grass types, so I'm going to leave Durian here. Good. We probably could level some things up to evolve, like Persian or Perugly, one of the two. Sludge Bomb, yes please, over Psybeam. 21, 22, 23, Whirlwind. Nah, I don't like the idea of keeping Whirlwind. I think Whirlwind's kind of meh. Okay. There we go. Gonna lead off and fight you. Skip Loom. We just go for Sludge Bomb a bunch. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Why did that do so much damage? Did we just get crit, or did this just really do that much damage? Oh, it really just did that much damage. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I guess that kind of happens when you have a 7 HP and 4 defense IV. Okay. Gust is doing 38 to 48%, 24 to 30. So it always kills us with Gust. How can we use this? It'll probably go... Okay. What I am thinking is we go into Lairon. And I think Lairon should be fine. Acorns would also not be terrible. Maybe I go into Acorns, actually. Yeah, sure, I'll go into Acorns. Yeah, that does nothing. We'll go for Fire Fang. U-turns. Lotad. How much is this thing doing to Acorns? I'm at level 23. Scald is at most, with a crit, doing 58%, which is 36. We are always out of range of that with a burn. If it burns me, so let's say I'm at 40, 58 Scald plus burn. It's a 50% chance. So at the same time, I'm also kind of just like, you know what? Why not just go for it at this point? Maybe I just try to go for flinch. God, Pachirisu, you do 0 damage. What the hell? The Hyper Fang does 25 to 30. Oh my god, you're so weak. Why are you so weak, Pachi? Okay, well I definitely do damage to you until... Oh, that just That just did normal damage? What? Why did that just... Why did that do so much damage? Oh, it's because I'm burned. Oh. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. That makes so much more sense, actually. Okay. You know what? That actually makes so much more sense. Makes sense why Hyperfang... Yeah. Perfect. Kill. Kill. And then Happini. Now what we can do, now that basically this thing is just being a dickhead, you just go into Grapes. You can Body Slam once. Go into Bubblegum. Oh, that's... yeah. Safeguard. I can't go for anything on me. Just go for Encore. There we go. Then Iron Head. Boom, boom. Barely gets any. Awesome. Let's go. We split that up really well, actually. We split up that experience pretty well, actually, I think. I was kind of locked in for that fight, not gonna lie. These trainers, even though they don't have full teams, they're actually kind of scary. So this first up, actually, something that we do want to do. I'm gonna put Dustox back in the box for the moment, because what we are going to do, I don't want to bring Ice Cream on just yet. So if I bring in Barboach, it should always bait Giga Drain. And if that baits in Giga Drain for the Natu, who do I want to beat this Natu? Probably the Pachi, so I don't really want to go for that. I mean, I could go for Fruitcake on the Giga Drain and then Pachirisu on the Flying move. How does Pachi handle the Natu? Do I kill it with Crunch? Oh, I just kill it with Shockwave. Awesome. Okay, you know what? That's probably what I do. Okay, so I have Dustox. I have Fruitcake. I have Mime. Do I want Mime? I want Durian, I think, right? Or do I want Barboach? You know what? I'll bring Baba Roach. I'll bring Baba Roach. Baba Roach. I think that's pretty solid. I think that's fine. Biggest thing. How does Mankey... Mankey definitely, like, doesn't KO. Well, it definitely... Okay, it has... I want to say it's likely. Okay, at 25 it kills with Double Kick. However, Double Edge or anything with a crit is enough to kill me. So, not a fan of that, actually. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. How does Mime handle? Not particularly well. Okay, you know what? Shuckle can actually switch in reliably. Even if I switch in on 2 Aquatails, I can live an Aquatail into a crit Aquatail just fine. So I just simply Encore it. And then it can only go for Aquatail. Which then, if it's going for Aquatail, Slushy can be brought in. Yeah, over Grapes. Okay, that works. That works. And then I rear candy this guy up. I think 25 is good. Okay, this should be fine. And then the Spheal, I don't think I'm really worried about Spheal. I'm gonna be so real. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mudpie should always be able to answer this thing. I would be really surprised if it couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Then not to... Oh, sorry. 1 second, chat. I gotta take a phone call real quick. Sorry about that. Just got a quick phone call. Okay. So this is going for Giga Drain. I go for Fruitcake. And now from here, let's just take a little gander. Drill Peck. Okay, let me... It does see kill. It should at least. I'm at 59. It never sees kill with extrasensory, but it does see kill with Drill Peck, or can see a kill with Drill Peck, so I think it should always go for it. Even if it goes for extrasensory, that's fine. We live even crit, so we're always safe to switch into Acorns. Perfect. Now Shockwave. Zuro comes in next. Okay, that's kind of what we thought. This thing should always be going for Double Edge, because it's seeing kill, right? 53. I'm at level 24. And then 53. Right? 53 out of 65. Yep. 82. Double Edge is a pretty high likelihood to kill, so I do think it should be Double Edge. However, we still just always go into Parmesan. Yep, exactly what I thought. There's a decent bit. We just go for Encore. We live even crit. We go into Slushy. Aquatail miss. We love to see it. And then boom boom. Let's go. Got it. Nice and simple. Easy. So this against Slushy. Okay. So from this, I don't think Natural Gift does anything if I'm not holding a berry, right? Yeah, it doesn't do anything if I'm not holding anything. Okay. From here, I think I just go into Bubblegum. Probably should have hit once at least. It barely does any damage. Of course, max sleep turns. That's my favorite. Magical Leaf to this doesn't kill. And Bubble Beam, if it crits me, 26. It'll do 26 max. Okay, we actually live a crit Bubble Beam here. Yeah, that's Thick Fat. Yeah, we should always be able to just click this. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. It's going for Bubble Beam again. You know what? I'm going to go into Fruitcake here. Oh, that's actually pretty lucky. Probably should have went for it, I guess. What barbing they boach? Hey, Mr. Kenny Bot. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, goat? Hey, Mr. Bot, you want to hop in here? You want to hop in? Right now I'm just doing the 205 trainers, so it's taking thought and effort, but not like, you know, an insane amount of thought and effort. There we go. So this Weasel is actually going to be a bit of an issue because this thing is absolutely a monster with Aquatail and Ice Fang. I think maybe... How does... Primpluff actually does pretty decently here. Primpluff actually does pretty good. How about Feel? If I level this guy up a whole shit ton, does it matter? You know what? Primpluff can probably handle this. Primpluff can probably handle this. What else do we got? What else we got? This Beauty Fly is now next. Because that'll likely come in next. Actually, no. Shinx will probably be coming in. Shinx will likely be coming into Thunderfang because Giga Drain isn't a kill. So it'll be going for Shinx, in which case we go into... we could probably go into Durian, or we could go into Barboach. I think either is pretty fine. I think I'd rather do Barboach, just because... yeah, I think I'd rather do Barboach, just because I'd rather save the XP on Durian, if at all possible. I think that would be pretty chill. And then from there, Barboach will definitely be baiting in Beauty Fly. So it goes for Giga Drain. And as it goes for Giga Drain, we go into Pachi. Pachi will then... it'll likely go for Air Cutter. I outspeed, but I don't one-shot it is the issue. What else can I go for? So 24. Instead of doing that, what if I went into Nidoqueen? I feel like Nidoqueen would be a decent enough option, right? I think Nidoqueen would be pretty solid. I think Nidoqueen would be okay. Kind of risking some crits, but I think it should still be okay. We're still quite specially bulky, so I think this is chill. And we just bring out Bubblegum instead. And then Sentret has Iron Tail, Secret Power, Quick Attack. Honestly, we can probably just bring Lairon onto the squad. I think Lairon can handle this thing pretty fine. And we just drop Slushy for the time being. I think that's chill. Oh wait, we completely forgot to grab the Aurora Beam TM. And the Pluck TM. Hi, Kakuna, my friend. We plucking. Who up plucking they shit right now? Yeah. Cap. Mudpie should be able to handle this. Oh, I just completely... yeah, that's why I had Slushy on the team. Okay, now this is a bit of an issue. Okay, yeah, that was an issue. Alright, so if I'm at level 23... or 25, I mean... yeah, Aquatail just guarantee one-shots me. Okay, that's actually quite bad. Acorns. Can Acorn... okay. Okay, yeah, now this is just really, really bad. Can Fruitcake tank it? It can tank it. Okay. How about Parmesan? I mean, Parmesan should be able to, actually. Okay. Here's my thought. I completely forgot that we needed Prinplup for this Weasel in order to resist its hits. We have no water resists on this team. That's completely on me. Right now, what we're having to do, we are always dead to Aquatail, or almost always dead to Aquatail against this Weasel. This thing is fast as hell. Parmesan is guaranteed to be able to live 2 Aquatails as long as the worst thing doesn't happen. So let's just see. Okay. And now here, all we do is we just go for Rock Tomb. He misses. We love to see it. We actually kind of love to see it. Perfect. We got that. And I mean, we're going to be risking a crit regardless. This thing now is always able to be undersped by Acorns, so we go for that. We always have to switch on the following turn anyways, so... Good. Does it see kill with Aquajet now is the question. Aquajet is 15 to 18. Actually, even less than that because we're at level 24. Okay, still 15 to 18. We are always able to now outspeed. And we should be able to claim this kill. Yes. We outspeed. Shockwave, guaranteed kills. Perfect. Alright, that went well enough. That went well enough. This thing is now likely seeing quick attack. Actually, no, it's seeing secret powers, highest damage. We just go into Jawbreaker. Does absolutely nothing. Go for Iron Head. One tap that guy. This is going for double kick now. And all we do is we go into Fruitcake. Why did it see that? Is Thunderfang really highest damage against Lairon? I don't understand why it only went for that. Maybe because it only saw... Maybe it's because it saw it... Yeah. That actually makes sense. That actually kind of makes sense. Okay. Yeah, the reason it did that was simply because it only saw one hit. It only saw one hit of whatever it's called. I'm gonna go for Body Slam. Lamau. Crunch. Stun Spore. Lamau! Get fucked, idiot. Alright, we actually kind of got hard bailed there. We got so bailed. The fact that we didn't get crit against that Weasel on either of those turns, yeah, that we just had like 2 1-in-16s to just straight up lose a Pokemon there. So the fact that we didn't get crit, so unbelievably clutch. Next fight. Okay. Cubone can just be beaten with Barboach, I imagine. And then Gulpin. What is this thing? So Barboach. Okay, so Barboach goes for Water Pulse. Aerial Ace doesn't really do too much. It does a bit, but it's not too much. Maybe level it up a little more just to make it even more likely. Yeah. And then Mud Bomb does a good chunk to the Gulpin. I'm really unsure about this. You probably just always swap into... Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that... You know what? We probably just go Slushy here, no. Yeah, I kind of prefer just going for Slushy. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to bring Slushy onto the squad instead of Barboach. Barboach, or Baba Roach, he does a decent enough job. He's fine enough at what he needs to. He's just kind of not... He doesn't have enough stats right now. He just doesn't have the stats to be able to really hold up. And then right now, Jawbreaker should always be able to answer this this Munchlax. Munchlax should always be able to be answered by it. Do I want to do that, or do I want to go... You know what? I'll bring Magcargo on just as a red button, just in case. Just in case Munchlax starts getting out of control. Over Dustox, yeah. And then Hoothoot gets answered by Acorns. Perfect. Alright. Hi, Nidoran. Okay. Now my thoughts... Just simply murder this Cubone. That's fine. That's fine. Rocky Slide. That's fine. Aurora Beam. Julpin. Who up Julpin they shit. Okay, this is likely going for Swallow or Payback. Either of which I am fine with. We just go into... Do we want to go into Jawbreaker? How well does Jawbreaker handle this? Of course I'm not evolved just yet. I'm only at a Laron or an Aeron level right now. Okay, you know what? Let me just throw on the stats. 74. Okay, I can't exactly change that. 74 defense, 30. Okay, it's only 35 special defense. So yeah, the stats don't really change all that much, honestly. The stats really don't change all that much. Maybe we just go into Grapes. Honestly, let's just go Grapes. That's fine. Just one tap. Because Stab Moment. This is probably going to go for... What's it called? Hypnosis. This is probably going to go Hypnosis on me. I'm just going to go for a big fat crunchy. Okay, it's just going for Pluck. Now it's going to go for Hypnosis, because of course it will. But it's fine. I have the XP points. I mean, I could just hit it. Getting paralyzed actually kind of really helps. Going to Jawbreaker here. That's fine. Damn. This is last mon. That's fine. Ooh, I kind of forgore. I forgore this thing had guts. I forgot this thing has guts. How much is Parmesan taking? This is a +3 guts boosted hit. Shit. And it's paralyzed too, so it's like, ugh. Facade is doing so much actually. It's a 96.5% chance there's two-shot, dude. I basically need to play into the fact that he gets fully parried this turn. Yeah, I can't switch, otherwise... Unless I'm just... Because sacking something for tempo isn't going to get me out of this. I think I just need to go for damage and hope that he gets fully paralyzed. Because Parmesan, he can't do anything here. Parmesan, all he can do is... Okay. If we lose Chestnut, we're kind of screwed. Thing is, though, if we go into Parmesan, okay. Who would we be most okay with sacking? Probably Acorns. Acorns is pretty bad. Like, it's been helpful, but he is just kind of not great. He's not fast. He's not really doing too much damage right now. If only I didn't... If only I was thinking properly. I think we just gotta... sack acorns. I think that's just all we can do. Okay. Damn, we would have been able to make it, of course. Okay. I mean, there is still a way. It's very, 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 very unlikely. You basically have to paraflinch it. We basically have to paraflinch it. Shockwave is doing 18 to 22%. We basically just have to hyperfang his shit down as much as we can. Yeah, does nothing. And of course he hits, because of course he does. And now we go into Parmesan. We can bide. Oh my god, of course he goes for it. Go into bide. That'll do a lot. Oh my god. Now we encore. Oh, we're faster. I think we just straight up lost. I think we just straight up lost. Hey, Nova. Genuinely, I think we just lost. Fuck me, dude. All this would have been fine too if we would have just hit with Chestnut. Being fully, if it fully paralyzed on that turn, like when we switch into Acorns, with it being fully paralyzed that turn, if we clicked Fire Spin with Chestnut, we lost nothing. Now I think we wipe. Yeah, because now we're back at square one. Well, Chestnut made it out. Fuck, man. That's actually so bad. The fact that we lost 2 Mons to that Munchlax. We've lost runs to that Munchlax before, guys. That Munchlax is an absolute demon. We had to get a full para there. We would have made it out deathless had I just risked Chestnut that first turn, but I didn't have the balls. It's actually so annoying, because this Shuckle would have actually been a beast. This Shuckle has been a beast. The fact that it had 25 HP IVs with a... Well, the Jolly Nature doesn't really matter. But the fact that we had that... Losing that is really rough. At least we still have Geodude as an alternative. Geodude and Lairon both as alternative normal switch-ins, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And Pachi is also not the worst thing in the world to lose here. Damn it. That sucks. That really sucks. Maybe I should have sacked Lairon. Lairon isn't really that super great, so maybe I should have sacked that instead of Shuckle. I think Shuckle would have been better to keep, but hindsight is 2020, I guess. Hindsight's 2020. Also, maybe could have brought Mankey on, but I feel like even then, like low kick at +1, yeah, like Mankey, if I would have leveled it up to like 25 or something at +1, it still never killed me. I still never killed it. And Facade, I'd be risking a crit, but man, that's a rough one, man. That's a rough loss. Okay, I think we bring Durian back on. Okay, I think all things considered, I think that I just played that horribly. The fact that I didn't just switch directly into Chestnut there, like, is what lost me the game. Or it's what lost me those 2 Mons. I didn't know why I clicked import. I didn't mean to click import. I'm glad I didn't do that. That would have been really bad, actually. There we go. Clear all. By the way, Steve, without you and Kenny, Vinny is like that gif of Snorlax getting sucked on by Buzzwole. 0-6 be rough. Oof. 0-6. That's our goat right there. That's Vinny. That's Vinny. That's our goat Vinny right there. Okay. This next fight is also another demon. Honestly, we definitely bring on Mime. I definitely think bringing on Mime is probably best for this, for the lead on this fight. We don't want to bring you. All right. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson for next run, for next attempt. Always be making sure you respect that that Munchlax. I always think I put enough respect on it. Clearly, I don't put enough respect on it. That thing is an absolute demon, and I hate fighting it every single time. It's always so evil. This Spoink. What is this Spoink going for? Did it just see highest damage? It must have just seen highest damage. What is it going for? It's going for Iron Tail. I mean, I don't really have the best switch-ins to Iron Tail. I don't like going into Grapes. Just Fruitcake, outspeed in one shot. I'm at level 23, so... No, I don't outspeed, and Zen Headbutt does a shit ton. Especially after Iron Tail. And Silverwind doesn't even one-shot, because of course it doesn't. I think I just go for a couple of attacks. Big miss, big miss. Okay, lowering my defense, that's fine. Go to Durian. Good. And now what's this want to go for against Durian? It's a purely physical guy, so honestly, he's probably going for Zen Headbutt or Iron Tail here. Either of which I'm fine with. Boom, boom. Teddy. Do I just go for 2 with Sand Slash? I feel like Sand Slash should outspeed this, right? Issue is if it goes for bulk up, that's a big issue. Actually, this thing has 29 speed. It outspeeds my 2 resists, though. Though, it should always be going for... Like, if I switch in on a Facade, it should always be switching in... I should always be able to go for Grapes on the Cross Chop on the following turn. Yeah. Because Facade into Cross Chop is a guaranteed. You know what? Yeah. I'm just going to go for Dig. I actually high-rolled the shit out of that. What? I high-rolled the shit out of that. How did that do so much damage? Okay. I must have gotten a max roll on that. So now, with it being at +1/+1... I don't really want to risk it, though. I don't really want to risk it. Yeah, I ain't gonna risk that. I ain't gonna risk that. We always go into Jawbreaker. Actually, this genuinely could see Cross-Chop killing. This could genuinely see Cross-Chop killing, right? Is that +1/+1? Cross-Chop, 30 to 36. Okay, no, it doesn't see Cross Chop. It might see Ice Punch, so yeah, I always go Chest. Actually, no, I always go Jawbreaker. I always go Jawbreaker here. I resist both. Yep, Facade. Yep, And it should always be cross chop here. Do I go into fruitcake though? Just in case it's not. On the off chance that it is not. I mean, it always sees kill. It really should be. And cross chop can never crit me. Cross chop never crits, so... Yeah, I think this is 100% fine if we just go into Nido Queen, because then it always dies. Yeah. I mean, either or. Fruitcake is also fine. Like, even if it crits cross chop, it's okay. Boom, boom. And we outspeed this Teddy, right? Yeah, Teddy is just slow. Slow as balls. So we just simply go for the Sledge Bomb. Boom, boom. Excellente. And now we stay in on this and go for the Sludge Bomb. On the off chance it goes for Belly Drum. Kind of same deal. Does a bit. Crunch. I mean, it can never crit me, so... Boom, boom. Alright. Again, kind of a spooky, scary situation that we're in. Kind of a spooky, scary situation. Okay. Now this, do we have any, like, priority users that we can beat this thing with? Do we have, like, any, like, priority mons? We have Furret. Furret's actually pretty chill. Furret's actually pretty chill for this. I think this is fine. I think, like, this is okay. Okay. Good, good. I don't know, just go for Rock Smash, I guess. And Davor. For Sucker Punch. Dadua. He's probably going to go for a Quick Attack. I mean, could just go into Chestnut, right? Chestnut against this Dadua. Quick Attack into HJK crit never kills. Actually, it's a roll. It's a roll after Quick Attack, funnily enough. Yeah, we never switch in that. We just always go into... we could go into Durian. We could go into Durian on this. Get a little bit of chip off. I don't really like that idea. I think that's just... We just always go into Chestnut here. HJK. That's fine. Boom, boom. Bonnery. Probably going for Jump Kick, right? We're just going to Bubblegum. Confusion. Dizzy Punch. It's fine. We just go for Confusion again. Metatite. This thing doesn't have a fighting move, right? Yeah, it has Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, yeah. Alright. I think Jawbreaker is fine to switch in here, right? Yeah, this thing is completely chill. Just going to Jawbreaker. Going for Meditate, that's fine. Just going for Thunder Punch. Could also be Fire Punch. I mean, it's never going for Ice Punch, which is the issue for Nido Queen. But we're at 23, so of course we speed tie. Why wouldn't we? I mean, it's never going for Ice Punch, so we just go into Durian, right? Even at +1. Yeah, even at +1, Fire Punch never kills. And then it's always baiting an Ice Punch. In which case, we just go back into it, and we just keep pivoting. Nasty crit, dog. Okay, it's just always Thunder Punch. Okay, cool. Well, it's always... Yeah. There. This can never crit me. So even if it's at +1... Ice Punch... Against you... Yeah, it never kills. Yeah. Okay, outsped. Okay, it didn't burn me, so which was the only way he could have possibly been able to beat me. So yeah, we're chill. We're chilling. Made it through 205 with 2 deaths. Is there anything else that we could pick up? I think we're fine for the moment, at least. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So for this fight, this first fight, what we want to do... Alright, so this first fight... I think I want to solo down the Shuppet side first, right? I mean, I don't hate the idea of just like focusing down the exploding side first. Let me take a look. I mean, I could go with like a Mankey lead. I don't hate that idea. I'm just like, I don't want it to get all the way up to level cap is the issue. Which is the biggest issue. The only thing that I would like rather do it for. Because at level 27, there's no chance of killing. But if I'm at 28, then I'm at level cap. So there's just no way. I do evolve into Primeape, which is significantly better Mon. But I don't know. I want to kind of preserve it a little more, I guess. That does one-shot it, like, outright. Lairon isn't good because this thing has Submission, which is a trapping move. Could go Furret. Furret with Slam guaranteed kills. But I think I want to keep it in the back a little bit longer yet. Because Furret... Yeah, Furret levels up really quick. Maybe I just bring on one of these guys. Maybe I just bring you, because I'm fine risking you. Is there any reason at all why I should delay this? Glameow. Glameow and Purugly. Gets assist at 29. I don't care. They both do. Cool. Fake out at 37 compared to 42. So fake out delay is kind of the main reason. Sucker Punch at 41, but you're already fast as hell. I think this will probably be one of the things I potentially trade for Nomu, so I do think it's just worth bringing this thing on instead. And having this be a main stat check mon. Metal Claw. Do I want to keep Metal Claw? Nah. 19, 20, slash. Yes, please. Probably over Aerial Ace. 21, 22, 23, 24. Night Slash. I guess, yeah. Why not? Alright. And now we got Purugly. Which is... We have a terrible Purugly. It's a modest 3 attack with 3 speed IV. However... At the end of the day, it's a high base stat total mon, so like I can't really complain too much. Okay. And it's a high base stat total mon that isn't gonna be baiting in what's it called? Ghost type moves from Shuppet. Okay. Is there anything at all? What else can this Shuppet do? That's like semi-spooky. Yeah, I can't really do anything. You just go for that, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna slap down a save real quick. We absolutely... I think we delay Eterna Forest until after we get our Eterna City encounter. And the main reason we want to do that is just because if we happen to get an excellent grass type, maybe we try and re-roll for Brawn using our honey tree encounter here. We could potentially try that. I think that's at least a semi-valid solution. Jesus Christ, this Perugly is taking absolutely 0 damage from this thing. From this Jigglypuff, I mean. This thing is actually thick as hell. Okay. Submission is literally doing like 25%. It's a super effective move. Go for Slash on the Jigglypuff. Big crit, big crit. I should have pre-slept. Why didn't I pre-sleep? HP on me for whatever reason. It booms. Doesn't crit, so that's nice. He could see kill with either. What would he go for? What is this thing going for? He could see HP ground, maybe? 11 to 14. Actually, no, he's always seeing Swallow, right? 18 to 22. Actually, he doesn't always see kill, but I mean, he should always go for that. He's always going for Swallow, I feel, so I just go into Jawbreaker. Actually, no, I go into Durian. Yeah, that's fine. Drill run this guy. I'm gonna be baiting in Brine. So now I go into Bubblegum. Oh, that thing is... I don't like this. This is why I should have pre-slept. Actually, a major freaking issue. Perfect. We'd love to see that. Okay, we just go into you. Wormadane. What can this Wormadane do to me? Can go for Leech Life, Iron Head, or HP Fire. We just always drill run this mother trucker. Do we do it again, or do we swap? I think we can swap into Grapes. Very nice. The double Nido Queen Gambit. Boom, boom, boom. Excellente. Now we go into Jawbreaker. And we go into Durian. Superpower on me. That's completely fine. Perfect. The only reason I did that was purely because of the fact I just realized I completely walked through all that grass and I never had a repel up. I am so dumb. Actually, so dumb. Alright. Let me double check this next fight. Make sure that this is still an okay enough lead. Okay, we're not doing this one. Not this fight. Okay, so this fight... Perugly doesn't actually one-shot, but it's fine. He's not really tanking much besides, like, you know, potential explosion boom. But that's fine. Grimer could come in next. Does Munchlax see anything? No. Yeah, so we just are completely fine leading off with Perugly again. This is just completely, utterly fine. Okay. Paralyze heal? We need that. We need a paralyze heal. Alright. Netball. Netball. Okay. Yeah, and now we just lead off with Perugly. Man, this thing is actually, while it's not amazing, it actually is pretty solid for what we need it to do. There's a bit. Let's go. Okay, reflect. How much is this thing doing to me? I think I want to get as much value out of this Perugly as I possibly can. You could be seeing Explosion or Gunk Shot. Giga Drain or Fire Punch isn't really doing too much to layer on. Actually, it's not doing much to Durian either. I'm going to be so honest. He's not going for Giga Drain on me, so I just go... I want to go for that. How much is it doing to Durian? How much? Yeah, Gunk Shot into Giga Drain crit is still fine. Boom, boom, and boom. It just straight up one shot. Do we just go into Chestnut on this? For whatever reason, this Munchlax is significantly scarier than the other one. Significantly scarier. Fire Spine. And then we just Shrimply. We could probably go into Grapes, right? I think going into... do we go into Grapes? We already split it up 3 ways. We might as well just take the kill with... Actually, yeah, we might as well just take the kill with Chestnut here. Rhyhorn. I think we can just go into Bubblegum. Shadow Ball, just a little bit. Drill Run, even a crit would have been fine. We Magical Leaf that. Shedinja. I'm just going to Cake here. Boom, boom. Copycat. Shadow Ball. I don't know why. I just thought that was silly. I just thought that's a silly tech. Okay. Perfectly chill, as all things should be. Okay. And on top of being perfectly chill, we don't want to do Puck. Puck is an asshole. This fight is a single battle. There are 2 things on our team that we can one-shot. Okay. We can one-shot and outspeed this Ghastly with Mime. I kind of prefer doing that over Perugly. Magical Leaf isn't a guaranteed one-shot. However, I do kind of think that we just take the kill on Shelter with Mime as well. We outspeed, so we just go for Magical Leaf again. It's an 18% chance to kill. Very, very unlikely. But it only kills us if it goes for Explosion. Everything else it goes for is fine. And then Magnemite. Does it come in? Actually, no. Actually, Lickitung comes in next, funnily enough, because of Lick. Super effective Lick. So yeah, Lickitung will come in to Lick. On that turn, we go into Perugly. Do we want to go with that? Or do we just want to lead off with Perugly and kill with Night Slash? That would bait in... That would bait in Shelter. And on Shelter... I don't love the idea of going for Nidoqueen, just because if it goes for Clamp as we switch in, we're kind of fricked. Could also go for that, and then try the same deal. It's just we switch in comparison. I think that could be okay. I think that could be fine. Ooh, wait, this is a Miracle Seed up here, right? This is a Miracle Seed. Oh yeah, we're perfectly safe. Never mind. Never mind. We're perfectly safe. We give this to Mime. Yeah. Yeah, we're perfectly fine now. Okay. So yeah, pretty simple. Night Slash, one tap this Ghastly. Shelter comes on in. We go into Bubblegum on the Clamp. Yep, even if it crit us, we were safe. Magic Leaf, boosted by Miracle Seed, kills. Lickitung comes on out. This thing could boom on us. However, this thing, if we go into Layer On, it literally does nothing to Layer On, and we can just simply click moves. Lick, that's fine. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that cargo outspeeds Magnemite, right? No, it does not. Okay. A crit Magnet Bomb does 66 to 80%. It's a 25% chance to OHKO. Is there anything else? Does Durian outspeed? It does. And it just straight up one taps. Even if I switch it on a Fire Punch and it burns me, I am still able to one-shot. So yeah, we just go into Durian here. I went for Boom. Awesome. Awesome, actually. That's... Yeah, that actually couldn't have been better. That actually couldn't have been better. Yeah, that was actually a really dumb play. I completely forgot this thing could still boom on us. That was really bad. Losing Durian is actually quite terrible. It's actually really, really bad. Okay. Didn't get crit, so we were safe just switching it in anyways. Oh, that's actually tragic. That's actually so tragic. Oh. Why was I on Honey? Okay, well, we got a Paris. Basically, we just gotta hope that this Chansey doesn't kill the damn Paris. And also Cake, of course, over levels. Oh my god. Everything is going so poorly right now. Everything is going so bad. Go for a netball. Okay. Well, that's fine. Paris is a chill mon. What food do we want to name you? It's like mushroom. You're cream of, because you're cream of mushroom soup. Yeah. Okay. That entire whole thing really bad. That entire thing was terrible. I don't think that could have been any worse, actually. Paris at least is a decent enough mon. I think it's pretty solid from what I've seen of it. We gotta box you, probably bring Persian on, and Persian is probably gonna have to do the same deal. Durian got murdered. I should have kept an eye on that. I should have made sure. Because if I went for recover on that turn instead, like I should have, instead of risking the boom, because it was very likely to boom there. It wasn't even something that I couldn't have played around. That was 100% like very, very telegraphed, and I was just really dumb. Okay. Rash nature, that's not amazing. Dry skin is pretty good. This is actually a really, really solid Gardenia Pokemon. 31 HP is good. Only 8 attack ain't great, but I mean, it's not terrible. What kind of changes were made to this thing? Let's check out moveset first. Paris and Parasect. I can get access to Aerial Ace at 22. That's pretty solid. Spore at 30. Compared to Spore at 34, I mean, honestly, getting Spore at all is pretty good. There's really no reason to delay. You get... The only issue is X's are at 43 compared to 55, but you still have Leech Life. I guess no grass type move, yeah. Your best grass type move being Mega Drain. Right? Because you don't get Mega Drain. Okay, you get Seed Bomb at 39, but you get Seed Bomb at 33 in comparison. So it's like, you're still not getting something great for this split aside from Aerial Ace. Not terrible. I think this is pretty okay, actually. Not having Leech Life right now, actually. The fact that I just missed out on Leech Life by cashing this thing at level 23. Actually, no, this thing always learns at level 23. Okay, that's actually kind of tragic. Oh, whatever. What more can you do about it? I do think... I do think this is a pretty good mon, actually. I do think this is a pretty good mon. Who do I want to bring on now? And overleveling this thing is so not nice either. Fruitcake? No, we probably... Do we bring Shake on? Or do we bring on Donut? I do think bringing Donut on is actually not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. Heal up. Alright. I gotta level up Vanilla and evolve it. Okay, Persian. Get knockoff instead of Night Slash. Good. I think this thing should be able to learn Rock Smash now, right? Damn, you still can't? That's kind of insane. Okay. Good. Got the Focus Band. That's actually pretty stellar. Maybe that would have helped. Maybe that would have helped. Who knows? Maybe that would have helped you. Focus Band. I guess I'll throw it on Vanilla. Okay, having 72 speed is so good, actually. Having 72 speed is so nice. Okay. This next fight... I miss you already, Durian. I already miss you. You are such a goat, dude. You are such a goat. Okay. Go Nidoqueen. And we go for 2 digs. That should always bait in... Execute. And from there, if it goes for Psychic, who do we want to switch into? If it goes for Psychic, because we want something that can both switch into Psychic. Okay, we literally have nothing that switches into Psychic. Well, okay, that's actually okay. Cool. There. Okay. I have an idea now. I have an idea of what we want to do. I want to bring in grapes. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the fact that we got Paris, it's not terrible. What kind of changes was made to Parasect? I think this thing was Giga buffed last I recall. Oh god, this thing's stats were not changed at all. It's always dry skin. It's just mainly the fact that it's like, oh my god, this thing is so bad. Why is this thing so bad? SHF, why did you make this guy so terrible? At least I didn't get Wormadam. Venomoth. Come on, dude. Just let me run. I just want to run. Leave me be. Alright. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I am not going to worry about it too much. If we lose, we lose. That's just that's just easy ore. Easy ore. Alright. There we go. We go for dig. Dig. Eggy. It healed my my pre-status. Fuck you, Cheryl. Fuck you, Cheryl. Okay. Alright. I do think this is still fine because we can't get crit. And Psychic can never kill us. 32 to 38. Yeah, we always live if he plans to go for Psychic. Sludge always KOs. So yeah, okay. And if it decides to put us to sleep, then we can just do the same thing. Yeah, okay. Again, we just plan on doing the same deal. We go into Donut. Of course he went for just straight hard boom. Why? Okay, at least he didn't crit us. Nuzleaf. Okay. This thing's going for fake out on us, right? Yeah. Just going to Chestnut, you think? Thing is, if it goes into Chestnut... If we go into Chestnut, that's always going to be baiting in... Well, it'll be baiting in Sand Tomb. Bubblegum with a Miracle Seed. How does that do? Oh yeah, we guarantee kill. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay, going to Chestnut. Dark Pulse, that's whatever. Go for Fire Spin. Great. This should always be Sand Tomb. Going to Bubblegum. Great. We outspeed. Magical Leaf. One shots. Excellent. And then this creature. How well can we beat this? Does Bubblegum just 1v1 this fine? I mean, Confusion, 2 shots. We probably just want to go for that, right? Cool. Awesome. My favorite. My genuinely my favorite is when we get boomed on so many freaking times in a row. I'm at 44. I need to see. Self-destruct. Yeah, it was always a kill. Fuck me, dude. If we went into vanilla, I think we were safe. Yeah, now we're at the point where we're truly hemorrhaging our encounters, and we're losing so many good ones, too. It's not just the fact that we're losing, like, we could be losing bad encounters. It's the fact we're actually losing good encounters that we actually could kind of need. Oh, this is genuinely so bad. This is so bad. Alright. Did I already change it to 6? Yes, I did. And it's not only that, but it's that on top of the fact that we essentially have 8 deaths because of the fact that we missed out on the Vulpix encounter. And not only did we miss out on the Vulpix encounter, but we also had to kill the male Burmy. R.I.P. Bubblegum. You are genuinely so stellar, man. Losing you is so tragic. Who do I even bring on now? I guess we bring Shake. Actually, no. This next fight is going to be the Hail team, so you definitely want to bring you. Yeah. Want to bring you. Level you up as much as possible. Body Slam. Yeah. just get rid of that. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're just going to be counting for a little while, low-key. 18, 19. Bawunka. I think I remember seeing something that I wanted to keep Powder Snow for down the line, right? I think this is fine. 21, 22, 23, 24. Celio. Aurora Boreali Beam. I like that. I do like that, actually. Yeah, I don't really like Flatter. Okay, I think this should be fine. Okay. Reflect, the repel wore off. Throw on another repel. I mean, we could actually... You know what? I'm actually going to bring in... What's his face? I'm going to bring Mankey on, and I'm going to evolve it into Primate. Because I do think Primate actually kind of pops off in this fight. I think I'm going to leave Donut here. I think I'm going to leave Donut for the moment, at least. I think having Donut for the fight that follows this one is a lot more important. Good. Okay. Alright. I'm not leveling him up just yet. Good. Okay. So here's my thoughts. This Gardenia split. Okay. It's Uranus and Francisco. Perfect. We like to see that. Okay. Mankey. How does Mankey do on his own? If we level him up to, like, say, 26. 26 does not one-shot the Clefairy. Could one-shot the Snover. I do want to bait down that side of the field first. I think I got to go to 28, right? Yeah, I just always evolve at this point. Okay. 22, 23, 24, 25. Assurance. I think that's a fairly okay idea. When do I get Cross Chop, actually? Level up, learn set. Mankey. I could get Cross Chop at 33. Rage at 28 is actually pretty stellar. Primate and Rage. I think at this point we just get rid of Double Kick. Yeah, because I like Low Kick. Yeah. Okay. Bananas. You come up. And you're gonna get a Aspire Berry. Everyone's gonna get a Pre-Slept as well. Aspire Berry. Aspire. Aspire. Literally everyone's getting an Aspire. And I'm also going to pre-sleep everyone because, of course, I kind of should. I feel like there are so many points in this where, like, I'm making a lot of mistakes. And there are a lot of really dumb mistakes, too. I just need to keep that in mind and make sure that I'm not continuing to make the same dumb mistakes over and over again. Because I understand that my next, whatever it's called, attempt is probably not going to be as good as this one. But at the same time, I don't feel like my encounters were all that amazing. They were quite unique, but I don't think it was, like, amazing box or anything. The fact that we got Mankey was pretty cool, but at the same time, it didn't really help too much for Rourke. Just for the simple reason that it's like, it made the line a little bit different. but it didn't really help things too much. I'm gonna go for Rage on the Clefairy. Well, boosh! Bada bing, bada boom. Big Dead. Blizzard. Solid. Rage. Focusing down this side. Baboosh. Alright. And I don't want to get crit, so I'm probably going to swap out here. This thing does have Blizzard as well. Has HP Fire and Water Pulse. I think this is a point where we can bring in Vanilla. I think Vanilla is pretty solid here. Ice Cream is also fine, I think. I think Ice Cream is also pretty decent. And I don't love Ice Cream against the Snover, honestly. You know what? I'll bring in Vanilla. That did a lot. That actually did a lot. Why did that do so much damage to Vanilla? Oh my god. Okay, that was not a good play. That was absolutely not a good play. Okay. Please don't go for double kick. Just go for Razor Leaf. God damn it. Okay, getting paralyzed is actually pretty good. I'm gonna go for Body Slam again. Okay, the fact that went for Rock Tomb is so good, actually. Kind of wish I went for Aurora Beam instead. Okay, or even Bounce, actually. Mizzy. Okay, that's fine, actually. Am I Ice Body? Cool, I actually am Ice Body. I didn't realize I was. I thought I was Thick Fat. Boom, boom. Let's go! And now Kadabra. Okay. This might be seeing kill on me. Genuinely? Absolutely, genuinely? This thing can't really hit Jawbreaker all that hard. Okay, just went for Mizzy. But that's fine, because Mizzy goes for that. And now he's seeing kill on Mizzy for sure, so I just Iron Head. Simple as. Easy or fight. Easy or. I don't even know what else to say, chat. That was so easy. That was so easy. Okay. I don't know why I leveled that up exactly, but I mean, that's fine. Okay. Yet again, another fight. Another Eterna Forest where I only lose something because of my own stupidity. Yet again, another Eterna Forest where I only lose something because of my own stupidity. Or to terrible RNG. That's also another thing, too. Actually, no, I lost two things because of my own stupidity. Because I got boomed on twice. Celio, you're going in the box. How is Ape looking? Okay. That's good to know, actually. And we didn't get frozen at all, so that's kind of useful, actually. Okay, so from here, I do think I want to bring Geodude on, just because I do think Geodude is a better option into the Scyther. Yeah, it's a better option into the Scyther, and it's a bit better option into the Yanma as well. Yeah, I want to bring Pop Rocks on instead of Laron. There. Do I want to bring Paris or Parasect on, rather? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a particularly amazing idea. I think that's fine, yeah. Okay, level you up a bunch. 19, 20, 21, 22. Rocky Slide. We do love some good Rocky Slide. Karate Chop really isn't that good of a move. 23, 24, 25. Fire Punch, just better than Headbutt. 26. Yeah, I think 26 is perfectly safe. I think these are as good of answers as we're going to get. I'm going to throw down a quick save and export to my calc. Good and good. Export. Alright. Okay. Plat Kaizo. There we go. Okay. So how is this Mankey or guy doing against Smeargle? Rage does one-shot it. Okay. So I'm throwing Chestos on everything. That's something I already know for a fact that I am doing. Okay. So Chesto, throwing that onto Bananas. Chesto onto Donut. Chesto onto you. I'm fine not having a Chesto on you. I think I'd rather have an Oranberry on you. And an Oranberry. Do I want to bring an Oranberry onto you? I probably want to throw a Chesto onto you. Is that what we're thinking? I think I'll throw an Oran onto you too. I think I'll throw an Oran onto you as well. Okay, good, good. Repel. Gonna repel up a whole bunch. Okay. Running around at the speed of sound. Like no one ever was. That's not even the theme songs. Okay. Bananas, you're going to lead off. You're going to one-tap the shit out of this Smeargle. And then that's probably going to bait in Scyther. Because it will likely see fast kill, right? It actually doesn't even see kill at all. So it really could see anything. Zen Headbutt also doesn't kill from Metatite. So yeah, it actually doesn't see kill on anything for that matter. We just go for Rage. Oh, that's actually... The fact that that missed is actually kind of stellar. Yeah, the fact that both of those missed is actually really huge. The fact that both of those missed is actually kind of huge. I went for this guy. Is there any reason why I shouldn't be able to just kill this right now? Is there any reason why I shouldn't be able to just kill this thing right now? Could go for Uproar. Actually, no. Then it locks me in. Yeah, I'll just go for it. Okay. I think now is when I will swap. Sludge Bomb is what it's seeing highest damage on from me right now. I'm sure I'll go into Grapes. And not a huge fan of that. Metatite. This thing is definitely seeing kill onto Chansey right now. I could go into Donut. I could go into Donut. Donut outspeeds and kills this in one shot, right? Oh, 1000% it does. And it's never seeing... Yeah, even if it is Zen Headbutt on me, I'm fine, but it always should prioritize that. I go for Slam on the Metatite. I don't love that. I eat that. Okay. How does Slam on the Scyther go? Pretty well, actually. Pretty well, actually. Does this thing have an item that I would want to knock off? It's a Lumberry. Eh. I just slam that guy. Wonky donk. Pretty solid. This shouldn't kill. Yeah, even with a crit, didn't. Shadow Ball on the Drowsy isn't a huge deal. None of these guys have Pursuit, right? Ooh, Scyther has Pursuit. Okay, that's actually really helpful to know. Because now I just go for Sucker Punch on the Scyther. Supersonic, that's whatever. Ooh, that's really good, actually. Okay, we take those, we take those, we take those. So after this Yanma dies, I think we can go... This is Vibrava. We go into Vanilla on that. Donut, Body Slam. Nah, give up on Body Slam. Then we're just going to... What does this thing have for an item? It's a Life Orb. We knock that shit off. Immediately. No Life Orb for you, bitch boy. Lamau! Ha ha ha! Let's go! Come on, Mizzy. Let's go, Mizzy! Let's go, Miz! Oh. Well, that's fine. Just letting Vanilla take the frag. What a goat. What a goat she is. Very good. And then Clefable. This thing is also Life Orb, right? Yeah, this thing is also Life Orb. I will just knock this off. Ah, way to waste your turn, dickhead. Bonk. Go into Chestnut. Go back into Pop Rocks. Because Mizzy will take this KO. Let's go! Okay, that was actually a pretty good fight. That was actually a pretty damn good battle. All things considered, I think that went kind of well. That went kind of great. A Shell Bell, we love that. We love the Shell Bell. We love the Shell Bell in these households. Silver Queen. Silver Powder. Alright. Okay. Heal up. Alright. Bring the Paris on. Over you. I guess we can probably bring you on instead of you for right now. And I think I want to bring you on instead of you for right now. I kind of want to leave you in the box for a bit. Just because you're pretty close to leveling up now. Move items. Take. You're an Oranberry. Take you. Yeah, I'm using a pretty good amount. I think that's fine. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not gonna lie, just for the sake of it, what would we have gotten here? Wurmps. We would have gotten a female Combi. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to... There we go. Female Combi would have been excellent, actually. We would have been really good with that. I mean, honestly, Paris is also really solid. I can't even complain that much. I can complain a little bit, but I can't complain that much. Paris. Compared to Parasect. I mean, Seed Bomb at 33. Compared to 39. I mean, what is the Fantina split? Fantina split level cap is 38. So I would be out of range for the split. Do I mean, having my one grass type be a mon that doesn't have a strong grass type move is kind of rough. This thing is also an amazing Milotic answer. Y'all hear about this? Y'all hear about this? Evolutions, Paris, 24. I do kind of think that we just have to evolve it. I do think that we just kind of have to right now. Good. 25, 24, 25. Toxic, yes, just better than Poison Powder. Cat. Okay, one sec. I am gonna hop over to a past stream of mine just to make sure that, just to make sure. Let me check this. Because I can't remember. Not this one. Was it this one? No, because I wiped there. I'm trying to find out which tile the fisherman is on. Actually, wait a second. You can just talk to him. What am I even saying? You can just simply talk to him. Why am I smoking crack? Why am I literally smoking crack right now? You have no reason to not just talk to him here. Shellbell. I mean, give that to you. Sure, I'll take the Miracle Seed and I'll just click Mega Drain, I guess. I think Mega Drain is a fine enough move for me to use here. There we go. Mega Drain. Suck. Aerial Case. That did a lot of damage. A lot more than I would have appreciated. Going to Shake. Shadow Punch. Whoopa. Whoopa. Going to Vanilla. Big Cursor. Massive Cursor, actually. But it's fine, because he dies. And then you... Yeah, I don't love that. Going to Shake. Oh, it's physical. Okay. I need to check this now. I actually kind of need to check this now. Why do I actually have to respect a Poliwag? Waterfall. Does this thing see kill with Body Slam? At +6. Because I missed the range. Actually, it wasn't even a range. Body Slam does 49 to 58. It's a range. Of course it is. Of course it's a range. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Does Vanilla live? It can. And I outspeed. How about Fruitcake? It doesn't outspeed. Chestnut always dies to Waterfall. If I'm at 55... What do you mean I'm at? Yeah, it's a 30% chance. Well, just gotta go for it. Let's go. I am so unbelievably good at this video game. I am so unbelievably good at this video game. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so good. Slash Aquajet does 12 to 15. It never kills, so it's never gonna go for it. I just go for Slash. Bonk. Exactly. We're completely fine. Completely fine. What were y'all worried about? I wasn't worried about anything. Very good. Next fight. Parasect is so garbage, dude. This thing is so bad. I thought this thing would be okay. I thought it would be okay. Until I realized that it doesn't get Leech Life anymore because it lost it. And it doesn't get a Grass-type move. This thing is so bad. It's genuinely so ass. Okay, it's the bottom one. That's good to know. I'm probably going to forget about it. However, I digress. Yawn, of course it is. Aurora Boreali Beam. It's going to go for Yawn again. Oh, it didn't. That's cool. Goldeen. What is this thing going for? It's going for Mega Horn. Mega Horn. Going to Shake. Bonk. Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch, but again. Barboach. This thing has bounce, right? This thing totally has bounce. Yeah, it does. It's fine. Cream of can live one. Cream of can live. Come on. You can't live a crit. It is quad. But no, we guarantee lived if it didn't crit. We guarantee live if that didn't crit. That's actually kind of depressing. Oh, fuck, man. Well, that was our Milotic answer, but okay. Okay. Just gotta go for it. It's going for Rain Dancing then. Octazooka. Cool. Ratine. Going to Fruitcake. Nice crit. It's gonna go for it again. It has Aqua Jet. Okay, that shouldn't do too much to Grapes. For Dragon Rush that turn. He can't crit us. I'm just gonna go for Body Slam. Sludge. Okay. Well. That was our Milotic answer, so, kind of rough. You know what? I am going to do a little save and export, just because, yeah, I definitely lived if that didn't crit. I know it was a risky play. Like, I know it was objectively a risky play. But at the same time, what else can you really expect me to do in that instance? I'm sure I probably could have done it, but it's like I was anticipated to live that. Oh yeah, it literally did 55 to 66. Quad effective move, by the way. And R.I.P. R.I.P. Cream of. You were not the cream of the crop like I would have liked you to have been. Man. That was our grass type too, of course. Do you bring Furret on to do Furret things? Genuinely, I don't know what to bring. My only real idea, I don't want to bring Bananas on because he's about to overlevel. I think we just got to bring you. Yeah. I think we honestly probably just wiped Gardenia's gym trainers at this point. Yeah, I forgot to heal up. I mean, if we do, at the same time, it wasn't the run anyways. Let's be completely honest. I'm slowly getting better and better at this early game. I'm slowly getting better at this early game. It may be insanely slowly, but but I am doing it nonetheless. Okay. So from here, I think I just want to overlevel Vanilla and I'll just like power through it. Yeah, I'm already leveling up, so I might as well just power through. Yeah, I might as well just power through. Aqua Jet. 1, 2. Does 50. I mean, it's seeing kills with other things. It's not seeing kill with Aqua Jet on Persian. Yeah, it's not going for Aqua Jet, so I might as well just claim the kill here. Okay, perfect. The benefit of just throwing XP at it. It's so nice, actually. Our normal types are getting even more and more and more worn down over time. Ugh. Our two fast normal types that do reasonable damage are getting so slim. Man, I don't even know what we're gonna do right now. Okay, come up here. Number 1. I mean, I don't have anything that could evolve. If I fish, it's probably going to be a Goldeen, right? Universal encounter. No, it's not universal encounters. It's just regular encounters. If I fish here, it is surely going to be a... What's it called? Yeah, it's very, very likely to be a Goldeen. I mean, it is kind of likely to be a Lotad as well. If only we got Goldeen instead of Barboach, man. Genuinely, the fact that we got Barboach is so bad. You really want Goldeen, funnily enough. You really actually like getting Goldeen. I think we just have to get, like, you know, a regular encounter. Yeah. We just get a regular encounter in both spots. I think that's just what we gotta do. Okay. Is there any, like, repel ifs that we can do? Not in either spot. Okay. Go something good. I don't know if this is good. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it's fine. It's just like... I don't know how good it is. Okay, Weepin' Bell. I'm gonna name you Pepper because it's a bell pepper. Okay. What would we have gotten? Oh, I forgot. This is really... Oh my god, of course I missed it. It's Goldeen, right? Yeah, okay. I'm glad I didn't get that encounter. Come on, video game. Give me something good. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Why is this just breaking out? Why is it just breaking out? I was gonna say, this creature must just really, really appreciate, what's it called? Just must really, really appreciate the Pokeball. 1, 2, Skittle Diddle. Damn it. Keeps happening. 1, 2, Skittle Diddle. It keeps on doing it. Okay. Cool. This is literally a child. What's a... Lollipop. Lollipop. Great Ball. Hi, Machop. Hi, Curlia. Great Ball. I don't think I can get Gardevoir for the split, sadly. As nice as getting Gardevoir for this split, or Gallade for this matter. Either or would have been pretty stellar, actually. Let's just take a little look-see. Okay. Lax nature, that's basically neutral. 0 attack. I mean, 28 special attack ain't bad. But this is mainly a physical attacker, of course. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but it's okay. Naughty, that's actually... Oh, wow. Naughty 31 attack with 25 speed. This would be an amazing Gallade. Sadly, we're probably not going to be getting it to be a Gallade. However, this would be an amazing Gallade. Okay. Evolutions. Gallade. Just at 36. Okay. Level up learn set. Gallade. At 36 when it's cross chop, that's cool. Then Psycho Cut, Stone Edge, close combat. Ralts. You know, if we delay it till 28, we can get Fire Punch. That's actually kind of useful. And then Zen Headbutt at 32. Genuinely, we probably delay until Fire Punch. Yeah. We probably do that. We probably delay until Fire Punch. Okay. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I really hate this. You gotta come. You're gonna be put on the team. This is really just gonna be our Gardenia team. No. Actually, plus bananas over you. Pepper. What are we doing for you? Weepin' Bell. Okay, so Weepin' Bell, Poison Jab. It already has Magic Leaf, which is kind of useful. Gunk Shot at 47. I mean, if we were able to... actually, I can't... if we would have gotten Bellsprout, Slam at 23 is actually stellar. But I mean, we just evolved this right away. We just evolved it right away. Let's get a Leaf Stone. Yeah, we can just talk to you. Well, I didn't expect it to come up so quickly. Yeah, okay, we're fucked. We're just actually fucked. Yeah, I just fucked it. You know what? Cool. Alright, well... Alright, Weepin' Bell. You're going back in the box now. I gotta bring you onto the squad now. Okay. I do think this is still fine. I don't really know about it, though. The fact that Chestnut's 26 is actually pretty stellar. Honestly, on these key guys, I will say the levels are kind of ideal. The levels are actually kind of ideal on these guys. I will level you up one more time. Focus Band. No, because I want to give you the Silver Powder. And then Shell Bell. Probably give the Shell Bell to Donut. And I already gave the... I'll give Jawbreaker that. Yeah. Okay. I literally have no water resists. Actually, you know what? I might want to just bring something on just to have a water resist. What would I want to bring on? rather bring you. Literally all your stats besides attack are better. You're bulkier, which I do think is more important right now. You also have bounce, which is kind of useful. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to probably replace that over Jawbreaker for now. Because, yeah, it's going to be baiting in water-type moves, but rarely I want to be baiting those moves. I want to be... Yeah, okay. I think that's chill. Probably going to give some guys Oran Berries just because. Okay. Is there anything in here that I could grab? Heal Ball. Net Ball. I already got a bunch of those. Nest Balls. Cool. Okay, that works. Okay. So the Nomu guy, who should I trade for Nomu? Is kind of a thing. I could always just wait too. Honestly, I don't really want to trade anyone for Nomu right now. I can always just keep it for the moment. I don't know. Should I? Who should I trade? I don't want to trade you. I don't really want to trade you. Let me check the Discord real quick before I start doing anything. I can always wait until after Gardenia, but let's just see. Or until I fight Gardenia before I get any decent answers. I'm gonna check the Discord. Will the Nomu guy still be there after Guard is defeated if you don't interact with him, or do you need to get Nomu before Guard? There we go. Someone will probably respond to that at some point. Okay. There. Okay. So for this lead, we definitely want to lead off with yeah. Honestly, I'm perfectly happy just... Yeah, honestly, I have an idea. Do I even need the silver powder? Do I even need the silver powder? Okay, I got an idea. One sec. One thing I do want to do. Boom. Boom. Sludge bomb. Boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Reason I want to do that. Okay. I got 2 pings. Okay. Okay, so as long as you don't interact with him, he will be there forever. Perfect. Good to know. Okay. The reason I did this is specifically because, honestly, we don't even really... Honestly, if we just go for... We don't even need the... We can just honestly throw on the Shell Bell instead. Yeah. We just take the silver powder off. I didn't mean to take off the Oran Berry. I just meant to do the Shell Bell. Here's the Shell Bell. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to have to deal with Stealth Rock. And pre-damaging basically just lets me always be able to... what's it called? Pre-damaging just always lets me be baiting in Rock Slide. And I guarantee one-shot the Grottle with Sludge Bomb. And I almost guarantee... Actually, no. I do guarantee one-shot the Grovyle as well, who will likely be coming out afterwards. Okay, let's see. Yeah. The Sprinkler System. Cat. Good. There. Sludge Boom. 43. Grovile comes on in. We are only ever dead to crit. Do we want to go into Donut here, or do we want to go into Grapes? I mean, if he goes for Pursuit on me, even if this is double damage, it never kills me. We just go into Donut, I feel like. Donut just should be able to one-shot this and outspeed. Of course, he pursues me. Doesn't kill me, though. Bonk. Lombre. He's at 58 speed right now. Frit outspeeds, and I don't think I really want to. Yeah, I don't even really want to deal with this. So Donk. Ivysaur. I think this is kind of same boat. I just don't want to deal with this. What would he be going for? Probably Sleep Powder, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna slam. Bayleaf, this we can swap on. Go into Grapes. Sludge. Okay. Does this thing have Synthesis? No. He can't heal with anything aside from Giga Drain or Leech Seed, I guess. It's at 39 HP. What could he be going for on this turn? HP Ice, more than likely. I just go into Ice Cream here. Of course he went for Giga Drain. Didn't crit me though, so that's good. Yeah, I can go back into Chestnut here. I can afford to spend a little bit of Chestnut HP. Well, not HP. Levels. Good, good. Super Potion. Very good. Okay. So we did that. That's great. We can't really do the same thing with preventing this. So this will be in the sun. If you go at level 27, we're guaranteed outspeed, and he either goes for Stomp or he goes for Stealth Rock. If he goes for Stealth Rock, he never we're at full HP and we're at a pretty good position. You know what? Yeah, we just honestly use Chestnut and we level up to 27. Boom. Yeah, we're in a good spot here. You know what? I probably will export real quick. Yeah. Clear my box. Just so then everything is completely updated for the time being. Okay. So here. Good. Ideally, he goes for a Stomp here. But if he doesn't, I'm not terribly worried about it. Fire Spin. Okay. That's fine. Boom, boom. Sudowoodo comes in. Low Kick does not do much at all. Even then, let's just go for a Willow. Rock Slide. Barely does anything. We can go for one Fire Spin, get a bunch of damage off. Boom and boom. Now what do we do? I think a good option would be to go into Grapes. Who would that be baiting in? Grapes. Handles the Gloom really well. Handles Weeping Bell well enough. And also kind of handles Cherim decently. I think either of those is fine. I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, Rock Slide doesn't do jack. Weeping Bell. Does Body Slam two-shot the Weeping Bell? It does not, but Body Slam is likely to KO after Sludge. Well, Body Slam into Sludge is likely to KO, I mean, so we'll go for that. Good. A little bit of Oranberry healing. Perfect, and that's the reason we go for that. Because now, after Sludge... Okay, excellent. Gloom, kind of the same deal. It's going for Sleep Powder. Can this thing... Okay, this thing can Weather Ball Fire. And Weather Ball Fire is enough to KO. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think we stay in, tank a hit or two. Ooh, perfect. He's probably going to try putting me to sleep again. He doesn't see kill. 22 to 26. Yeah, it never sees kill. 56. You know what? We stay in and then we swap into Donut. Yeah, we stay in and swap into Donut on the next turn. Or we could go to Muck. Either or. Okay, went for Solar Beam instead. That's fine. Shake. Okay, Payback. That is actually a pretty decent move. You know what? We'd get rid of Disable. Cherrim. I'm seeing random move right now. The Slam Oko. It does not actually. Okay. I think we can afford to go into Shake. I think Shake at level 28 is pretty safe. Yeah, Shake at 28 is completely safe. Going to Shake. Seed Bomb. That did do a lot of damage. We do just always go for Sludge Bomb. Okay. Ooh, that poison, pretty big, pretty big. I'm at 26. What's he seeing highest damage? Cherrim. Okay, he's actually likely to see Body Slam as kill. If it sees Body Slam as kill... If it's seeing Body Slam as kill, do I... If I am wrong, it looks like Chestnut might be potentially dead. It would be a roll, though, on top of it. And it could still be Flame Wheel. So yeah, we just go Chestnut. Actually, no, we're 100% safe. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. I'm at 39 right now. Okay. Okay, yeah, the Sunshine form doesn't change anything. Okay. We are still out of range for the Seed Bomb to kill, but it is always going to be Seed Bomb. If we go into Fruitcake, it could be HP Rock as highest damage, right? No. Flame Wheel would always kill. Okay. I mean, am I safe to just go into Donut? Am I just safe to go into Donut and click Sucker Punch? Seed Bomb crit would kill me. So, it'd be the same risk as this. You know what? We go into Fruitcake on the Seed Bomb. And this likely going to be HP Rock or Flame Wheel. And if it's Flame Wheel crit, Flame Wheel crit never kills for it. So on this we will swap. Yep. The burn does not matter because we just go for Sucker Punch. Perfect. Alright, that actually went decently. A little risky. It was still a little risky. Or risque. And you know what? We probably just throw the XP share onto... What's his face? We probably throw the XP share onto... Ice Cream. We probably throw it onto him instead of Shake now. Shake has been absolutely soaking up so much XP. There we go. And then you, sure, you can have the Focus Band, I guess. You can have another Oran Berry. You can have an Oran Berry. Okay. So this next fight, we have Smeargle. Kind of wish I brought... Actually, no. I was going to say kind of wish I brought Primeape. No, because we're already way too close to over-leveling. So this thing... Spore, Stealth Rock, Aeroblast, Seed Flare. Fire Spin on this thing would not be a good idea. Honestly, we probably just go for it. Go for it with a Chesto Berry, just in case he decides to Spore me. Go for Slam into Sucker Punch. Who would that bait in next? That would definitely be baiting in Breloom. Of whom we definitely go into Shake. We don't give you the Focus Band. Actually, okay, yeah, because we can't go into Dustox for that reason. Okay, yeah, Shake, we want to give you the Chesto Berry as well. Okay. On Breloom, you actually don't see Mach Punch killing, so genuinely you might actually be able to get away with just clicking Slam against the Breloom. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I do think for it should be fine here. Yeah, because it takes 7 and then 6. It kind of just depends on how everything lines up. I do think we should be fine as long as we don't try to actively go for a full-on sweep. Stealth Rock, that's fine. We just Sucker Punch. Breloom. Glad I went for Spore. Do that same deal. Tropius. What is this thing going for? What is this thing going for? What is this Tropius going for? Brick Break. Or Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, Air Slash, or Brick Break. We definitely want to swap. I think going into Tropius is... Or, not into Tropius. Into Muck is probably fine. Muck actually outspeeds the Tropius. Yeah, we go into that. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, we can't get Flinch. Just boom boom. Perfect. And now we absolutely cannot use Donut anymore. I feel like, at least. Maybe we could. We're almost there. This is going for Earth Power. More than likely. So Earth Power... Could go into Fruitcake. With Rocks up, Earth Power into HP Rock would likely kill us. So probably not a good idea. Grapes. Earth Power actually doesn't do all that much, funnily enough. Earth Power after Stealth Rock is literally only a 0.4%, and we always kill into, and then Carnivine would likely be seeing kill with Grass Knot at that point. We actually have an Oranberry on you. Yeah, never mind. We're 100% safe. What am I even saying? Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that could have stopped us would have been... Actually, let's check this real quick. How much is this going to be doing? Grass Knot does... Ooh. Actually, Sludge does a lot to this. Grass Knot does 16 to 20. We never die here. And we always kill in 2. So 2 swallows isn't going to be... A swallow isn't going to be enough. We just kill. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a priority move. Yeah, we're safe. We somehow made it through Gardenia's Gym Gauntlet. That's actually kind of insane. The fact that we made it through that, deathless, but we couldn't make it through Eterna fucking Forest. And we did it without over-leveling any of our Mons. At least any of the Mons that we absolutely needed for Gardenia. Okay, we just bring you. And this is literally our Gardenia team. Okay. That's actually kind of wild. I didn't anticipate that. Okay. We don't really have anything for Ludicolo is an issue, though. The fact we don't have anything for Ludicolo is an issue. Do we sack anything? Because we don't really have... We don't have anything that can outspeed the Ludicolo, right? We have nothing that outspeeds Ludi. Yeah, this thing has 90 base speed with Swift Swim being up. I mean, we weren't able to outspeed it in general, but yeah. Funnily enough, for it actually can two-shot it because Slam into Sucker Punch is enough. And Aqua Cutter... That's the thing. Okay. Alright, here's the plan. Or here's a plan, I should say. We're going to have to take a lot of risks on this fight. But it's possible, is the thing. The thing is, it is possible. It's not going to be deathless, I fear. Boogle Boozle. We just get rid of Moonlight. Moonlight's not really super useful here. Good. Then Grapes, and then Chestnut. Good. They're all at that level. Bananas. I don't outspeed the... Okay. I need to actually... Before I do anything, I need to throw down a save. Just so that I can make sure that I am planning things properly. Good, good. Right. Clear boxes. Okay. Good thing is Rotom has pretty much as guaranteed of an answer as we can possibly have. Bad news, we have no guaranteed answers for literally anything else. Okay. Let me bring this all up here. Okay. Ape is my main guy into Miltank right now. I do not outspeed it, being a big thing, which is insane because if we would have gone even like a halfway decent speed, like if we would have gotten at least an okay speed stat on our what's this called, on our Primeape, like granted 28 speed IV, okay, whatever, but if it was a speed boosting nature, like speed boosting nature, we would have been able to have literally a, like if we had a 10 IV, actually no, even less than 10, if we would have had, if we had a speed boosting nature, we would have had an 8 speed IV. and we would have been able to outspeed it just fine and take the 2-shot. And we would have been able to prevent Stealth Rock by doing that as well, because we would have been able to pre-damage ourselves to be in range of Body Slam, and then heal out of that range with Shell Bell. But now we can't do that. But we should still be able to do decently. Biggest thing, we definitely want to go for low kick on the first turn, and I think we go for rage just in case we accidentally end up proccing, what's it called, switch AI to go for Rotom or Roserade. So yeah, we always lead off with bananas. That's always just guaranteed. We always want to pre-sleep our guys as well. That's always a big thing that we want to do. Rotom. Okay, so I'm gonna take all these off real quick. So for the EXP share, who do I think needs it the most? Is there something in particular that Muck learns at level 29? No, just learns Poison Jab at 33. Okay, any interesting things that, like, Donut would learn? Furret. No, just Thunder Wave at 32. How about, not Chestnut. I'm literally looking it up. Magcargo. No, just Energy Ball at 31. I don't think Dustox would either. Poison Fang at 30. That's a little more interesting, but not super crazy. Nidoqueen, definitely not. Then we don't want to really throw on the XP share on Primeape. I do think that our best bet right now, at least, is probably we want to... How well does Furret do at level 29 against the Ludi? With rocks up, it's roughly a 50-50. Roughly a 50-50. And that's a 50-50 on top of the fact that we have a 1 in 8 chance to get crit. Yeah, we have no copycatters. Ice Punch from Ludicolo just murks the shit out of Weepinbell. I mean, I don't hate the idea of potentially, like... I mean, Aqua Cutter does 28... Let me check this. Okay. Aqua Cutter, 23 to 28, and then after Stealth Rocks, that would definitely put me into range. Maybe I could use my Rage Candy Bar on it. And then pre-damage to where I would get my... Oh, maybe that's a good idea. Pre-damage to where I would always be able to proc my Rage Candy Bar after getting tanking the Aqua Cutter. You know, maybe that's not a bad play. And then have Weepinbell on the squad instead of who? Maybe instead of Dustox, because I don't think... Well, I mean... With Toxic, I do think that is kind of my best answer into Milotic, sadly. I do think it's my best answer into Milotic. What about Muck? I mean, Muck does just kind of get bullied by a lot of this team. You know what? I guess maybe we'd leave you. Where do we leave Chestnut, actually? Weather Ball, fire, water just decimates it. We already have a lead into Miltank, so we don't need it for that. We don't use it for Ludi, right? The only thing... You know what? Maybe... Okay, there's a couple of different lines that we can do. We can either do the Magcargo lead line, where we have it lead, and we basically try and KO the Miltank while being at full HP. That should always be in Ludi for highest damage. And then we can't kill it with Fire Spin. However, we can burn it. And burning it is pretty big. It is risking a crit with Aqua Cutter. But I mean, we're doing that regardless. By doing that, we basically take out Miltank and Ludi with just one guy. Who would be baited in? It'd be between Milotic and Rose Raid on the Primeape, I think. Yeah, because actually, no, it would be Rose Raid because it sees fast kill with extra sensory. Because I would be faster than the Milotic. Sensory. You know what? The Primeape is actually not the best idea. I do think we have to go for the Chestnut then. And then we probably don't use Banana then. We probably don't. You know what? I'll bring Pepper onto the squad. I will bring Pepper on. It's just the fact that he's such a slow Primeape. I think we just do the lead. Good. 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Good. Okay. Probably throw on a Cherry Berry, just so I can avoid getting parried, ideally. Okay. I will throw on a Chesto Berry onto Fruitcake for the Hypnosis. I will also throw an Oran Berry onto Grapes just because for a little bit extra healing against the Rotom. The Rage Candy Bar. You know what? In case of a pinch, sure, I can give that. Do I want to give that to Donut, or do I want to give that to... You know what, yeah, I will give that to Donut. And then from there... Focus Band. Actually, I'll give you the Focus Band instead. I'll give you the Shell Bell. I'll give you the XP share. Yeah, I think that's good. This is as good of a thing as I can get right now. This is as good of a thing I can get right now. Second time ever that I am coming against Gardenia today. We're saving. We are not doing the Primeape line that I was initially planning on doing today. Instead, we are basically bringing Weeping Bell instead as a potential sack, as well as a switch in to Ludicolo if I absolutely have to. As switching into Aqua Cutter, you know what? Maybe that's what I will do. Before I also forgot to pre-damage my guys. Give me one sec. I did completely forget to do that. Okay. So here, I want to pre-damage Pepper. Yeah, I'll pre-damage you. And then I'll give you the Rage Candy Bar, yeah. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Oh. Well, that's not great. That's not great. Not a fan of that, actually. Just absolute... And I overleveled, too. Okay, well, whatever. You know what? You know what? C'est la vie. C'est la vie. We overleveled because I am dumb. You can't take it back. Oh, fuck me, dude. I am so unbelievably dumb. Oh my god. You know what? I guess maybe we do just bring bananas anyways. I mean, he does just do decent damage. He do just do decent damage. I guess, why not? Okay. Well, again, we're not doing the original lead. And we also wasted our Rage Candy Bar, so yeah, 2 birds, 1 amazingly powerful stone, all because I am so unbelievably dumb. Yeah. Did that. Running all the way down here now. Gonna get pre-slept. Man, I am so unbelievably stupid. I'm actually so stupid. Whatever. If I make it past Gardenia today, it is purely by sheer dumb luck and coincidence. Dumb luck and coincidence is how we do that. I think we have more than 7 deaths, do we? Or am I freaking insane? I mean, I am insane, but am I insane for this? No, we only have 7 deaths. Only 7. Alright. Alright, now let's try this. Now let's try this. Alright, making sure we all have everyone. Cherry Berry, Orange Berry, Shell Bell, Focus Band, XP Share, and Chesto Berry. Excellente. That is what we like to hear. Actually, I will give this thing to Shell Bell. I will give this thing to Shell Bell instead. And then I'll give you the Chesto Berry, I guess. Just in case. Okay, Gardenia. You absolute asshole. Come on, Chestnut. You need to clutch up here. You need to clutch up, goat. Okay, not going for... Okay. Okay, I mean, that's... fine. Okay. This is basically what we had initially anticipated. Okay. We recover. We fire spin once. And then we recover. And recover. Good. Bananas. Come on, Chestnut. We need you to clutch up here. We need you to clutch up here, goat. Come on, goat. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chestnut. Clutch up. Clutch up. Clutch up. Okay. Let's go, Chestnut. Let's frickin' go, Chestnut. All right. Okay. That's excellent. Okay. So then from here, Donut always should be safe. Should be being main keyword. Okay. I am going to try and check and see if there's anything else that might be a better mon than this guy right now. So burned Aqua Cutter to Muck actually does not do literally anything. Sludge Bomb always does more than Payback would. Honestly, we probably go Shake here. That'll likely bait in Rose Raid. Does Rose Raid 59? We actually outspeed. Okay. You know what? I actually kind of like this idea. We go into Shake. Oh, okay, okay, I mean, that's fine. Okay, going in for an SD, that's fine. Does that kill? Is that enough to kill? Please say that's enough to kill. Let's go. Okay. Maybe I stay in. Torterra. Okay, that's not who I was anticipating. Okay. Bulldoze is doing 78 damage to me right now. Or 78%, which is precisely 66 to 78. We're at 75 right now. That means it's literally a 6% chance. I do think that we kind of have to. We could go for Body Slam, or we could go for Sludge Bomb. I do kind of. Our Payback is also there too, but I do think that going for Fraud with Body Slam or Sludge Bomb is better. Either or. Which is better? More damage on it or getting parried? Probably more damage potentially. So I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb. Bulldoze. That tracks. Okay. Good, good. Get the poison. Okay. This sees random kill between Rock Climb and Seed Bomb now, as well as Bulldoze. Can Furret? No, Furret is not a good option here. Furret is definitely not a good option here. We definitely don't want to go into Nidoqueen either here. Is this a Primeape angle? I think this has to be a Primeape angle. 2 low kicks is enough to KO. Rock Climb. Okay, that was best case scenario. And we didn't get whatever it's called, so that's even better. Roar. Okay. We do same thing. We do same thing. Rock Climb. Perfect. I mean, we still have to risk it. We still just have to risk it. Come on, buddy. Come on, Bananas. Clutch up, Bananas. Fuck. Now it goes for Bulldoze, and it does a kill. It doesn't. Okay. I think this might be a Furret angle. I think this might be a Furret angle. Seed Bomb. That does a lot. Go for a Slam. Take it to the Space Jam. Bring in Rose Raid. Yeah, that's what I expected. We're gonna have to sack something. It'll probably be Bananas. Actually, no, it'll probably be Dustox. Yeah, because if we bring in... let's see. We'll have to see. Leaf Storm and a hit. Shadow Ball. Okay. Good. Just don't be Rotom or Rose Raid. My lot. We always bring in Fruitcake. I think we might be fine. Okay. We just need to get this down low enough. Okay. That did a lot more than I would have liked it to. I think Fruitcake is dead here. How much is... Okay. I think we might have to have 2 sacks, and it's probably gonna have to be Fruitcake and Bananas. Yeah, because I want to keep Shake around. And I do think Monkey is probably not super important. Okay. 07s to you, my friend. Went for Water Pulse. That's what we expect it to do. RIP. Actually, no. He just simply dies. I think we might have just lost. I think we lost. We gotta go into Graves. We have to sack that, because if I send in Bananas and take the chip... Hey, Liam. Sorry, I'm locked in fighting Gardenia right now, and I'm probably gonna lose. I think I have to send in Grapes. Does Grapes... No, Grapes doesn't outspeed this. Yeah, not even close. Come on, live. Live rocks. Oh yeah, you definitely live rocks. You took 6 from that. So instead of... I have to sack 2 things here. I have to sack 2. I think I... Or 2 more, I mean. I have to sack Shake and Bananas. There. Then we go into Grapes. I live on 1. Then I go into Shake. Sack that. Come on, Donut. Come on, buddy. How much are you doing? 62 to 73. It's a roll. Come on, little buddy. Come on. We beat Gardenia! Let's go! We outspeed Rose Raid by a single point. Actually, no. By 3 points. I forgot I'm level 29. Slam is a guaranteed KO. This thing has no priority moves. See ya, Gardenia! And it only took us 3 deaths to get there. 3 deaths that are really bad, actually. We're in new territory, everybody. New PB! Oh. New PB! Oh, for it. Oh my god. Oh my goat. We did it, everybody. We fucking did it. Yes, you are the good luck charm, Liam. You are the good luck charm. Okay. Who all is dead versus alive right now? Real quick, I need to get a screenshot of this. I need to get a screenshot of this. Need to post that in the chat. Need to post that. Yeah, those are some big deaths. Dustox isn't huge, but the other two are really bad. Especially considering that we are already hemorrhaging all of our encounters right now, and there's no other encounters until after Galactic Building. At least I think. So yeah, we're probably losing in Galactic HQ. But honestly, I don't even care. We got a new PV. All right. Oh, okay. Man, insane. In-frickin-sane. This run is probably dead. This run is 1000% dead. But I don't care. We got a new PB. After not having a new PB, actually, our most recent, we actually haven't, we've had a new PB semi-recently. It was attempt 47. So 12 attempts ago. We're slowly but surely getting our way there. Slowly but surely getting our way there. Slushy. And we get access to some new guys again. We get access to our guys again. Okay. Honestly, not bad. Not terrible. When do we get Gallade? When do we get Gallade again? It's 36, I think, right? Evolutions, Gallade, 36, yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I will do a quick little evolution montage. Empoleon is also at level 36. I think we also get that. Okay, we probably just wait. We probably just wait till next time. Holy hell, man. New PV. New PV. Gonna throw down a quick save. That's it for this stream, I will say. I think this is a pretty good stream length. 3 hours exactly. I'm happy with it. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a very fun time with this stream. Got a new PB, so I'm ecstatic about it. I don't care that this run is probably dead. I'm just happy that we have a new PB. I'm just happy that we have a new PB. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next stream. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace out.